How's it going, guys and girls? This is Ketchup here, but this time round I'm not actually by myself. I'm joined by Usedforglue. Say hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Alright, cool. So we're going to be doing the patch change videos as always. We're going to be focusing on Sub-Zero this time, and basically Mustard and myself don't really understand the character enough to do a full video for. So obviously this is where Usedforglue comes in. I'm basically going to kind of let him run with it. This is really his thing, going over what the changes from Unbreakable are, and Cryomancer afterwards. So I'll kind of take it away, really.
Yeah, okay. So Unbreakable is supposed to be, of course this is just my opinion, it's supposed to be a pure defensive variation, which he gets from this move, which is the aura, and then he has the parry. So basically the two moves kind of let you know that he's a defensive character. In the recent patch, he got this move, which is the, I believe it's the Ice Blast and the Frost Bomb, which is his only real armored move that works as an anti-air, a really good anti-air, and it's negative 10 on block. So let me see if we can. So now you can't really jump at him much anymore. That was the big thing the community asked for, and they asked for it enough, and they got it. It isn't something that he really needed, but it's something that the Sub-Zero community will completely take. But how it really helps, what he's got now is this meter burn aura, in which he takes like minimal damage. Now he takes decreased damage, and he takes no chip on block. It now means that he can now, if he chooses to, he can now extend combos with the regular aura on hit. Now this is very tight to do, and it's online, but here's the link that you can do now.
Oh, nice.
So that's the new link. Now, in this variation, this means now that he gets to the best thing he can get from this, because he kind of extends his damage a little bit now, is he can now get a sort of reset going on, but you really need to know the sort of little cancels that he has. On block, the only true block string he has is forward 4, meter burn aura, into back 1, 2, and standing 1, and forward 4.
Can you demonstrate one of these block strings?
Yep, sure. Let me see. So that's totally safe. That's totally safe. That's totally safe. This back 2 is not. That's armorable by everybody in the cast. That's not a true. So he doesn't have a true 50-50. A lot of people reckon you can do this into a 50-50.
If you try and do that, I'll try and armor.
That's true. That low.
Oh, really?
Is totally safe. But this isn't. Nor does it combo.
Okay.
Unless you're in the corner. I don't even think combo's in the corner. So, well, this is hard to do online. So
oh, okay, yeah. So there's no gap there.
So really, hopefully now I can show you that whenever you land this combo, if I can land this combo online, that you want to ice bomb and try to land the combo. You want to break the arm. You want to break your armor so you can do your reset after the combo.
Okay.
For instance, if I had this on, the link is too hard to do right online. So if I have this on and I catch you in an ice ball, you can sort of reset the situation with a walk back. And now that at an enough advantage now that if the opponent blocks, you now get this completely free. You get your back 3-3 meter burn aura completely free. The opponent can armor afterwards, but on hit, you can get that again. So.
Oh, so you deliberately walk back to shatter your armor, which then goes for a restand into the plus frames, getting the meter burn armor afterwards.
So it basically means that if he gets this is totally safe. I mean, if you were to block low after this, I'm going to get that on a hit confirm because it's easy. But if you were to block this low, and you've got an armored move, or you're playing against Kung Lao, I just have to block. But if they don't have armor, and you block low, that's totally.
Yeah, I was mashing down one there.
That's totally free. You can get away with other stuff if you wanted. You could do if you know they're going to block. They're always going to block. You can always do a throw after this if you wanted. You can kind of do what you want.
And obviously getting that throw still retains your ice armor afterwards.
So it means that the opponent should always block low, pretty much 100% of the time. There's no reason, because the odds are always stacked that way. And this move, by the way, is incredibly hard to punish. This is a really hard move to punish. So this means that even if you wanted to use this move in block strings, just because, you can get away with that a lot, because that's -10, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone punish that in my life. So,
of course, obviously, if I'm mashing slide, I might get it on reversal, but Sub-Zero is a special case.
But it's essentially, it just gives him another option. His meter burn cancels don't. He's not guaranteed anything from any meter burn cancel outside of forward 4. So really, the big deal is if you can land this combo online, which is really difficult to do.
Yeah, of course.
That link is so hard. You know what I mean?
And then you reset that, get the restand, and then get your plus frames afterwards. So you deliberately use the shatter so that you can go for your meter burn, armor afterwards to get those plus frames. That's a pretty cool setup, though. I mean, that is a very interesting setup that you can do.
Now, the theory behind this now is that, let's say you did decide that the opponent had armor, and you decided to go into, I don't know, forward 4 meter burn aura on block. The opponent's always going to block this because it's mid. You could go for the overhead, and if you get it wrong, the opponent's not going to do not even over 25%, 28%.
So even though the overhead is unsafe, because you are in the armor, you will take the reduced damage.
Like somebody like I don't know, even like Kung Lao. Let's say Kung Lao's doing 38%. He's now not doing any. He's doing maybe 27%. So it means your risk reward is in your favor. And if you get it right, you're getting somebody with 1 punish, and the next raid you're getting half their life, which is big for Unbreakable. But I've kind of had to fashion that out of the tools they've given me. That wasn't an obvious thing that had to be fashioned. And
yeah, of course.
That's the best theory I can come up with that. Other than that, it's just good to have an extra cancel. And it just pushes damage a little bit, but it doesn't. Overall, it doesn't really help him massively. But
it's just an extra addition, I suppose.
It's another extra addition to get him a little bit of damage. And
okay, cool.
Yeah, that's essentially what's happening with Unbreakable. I mean, the best thing to do with this variation in general is you have to choose whether you want to have this on against offensive characters, and delay their chip damage, and that's basically the main thing. If you are playing against a character with a bit more open space and they don't have many projectiles like Kotal Khan outside of War God, you kind of want to keep this for the chance that you get, so you can have a safe low from a jump in, etc. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. So that seems pretty cool. I mean, obviously, is that everything here for Unbreakable? Is there anything else that you want to touch upon before we call it here?
Apart from that, in Unbreakable, that is essentially everything he got. His parry is. I mean, his parry's still the same, 6 frames and 3 frames. So the only real string he has that you can force a parry from is this, because it's -3, which means that if you would even block that,
oh, okay, yes, I love it.
It becomes a risk to parry that. So,
of course, okay. Well, I think I guess that sums up Unbreakable really at the moment. All right, nice. So I think we'll do 2 of these. We will do 2 of these, I think, to prevent possible online issues from causing issues. So obviously we're playing this online training mode. But yeah, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed that, a little bit more insight into what Sub-Zero can now do. It was really great having you on, Glue. I mean, it's nice to kind of collaborate with more people. Hopefully, the viewers that are watching this right now will also get some real insight from this. I think I learned a lot about Sub-Zero because I honestly didn't really know much about this variation. It's interesting to know what the patch has done for him at the very least. So we'll go into Cryomancer next, be it later on or another day. But for now, this will be Unbreakable. Thank you very much, Glue. Is there anything else you want to say before we call it here, or are we good to go?
I'm good. I'm good to go here. If you wanna do Cryomancer, we can do Cryomancer. But otherwise, that's pretty much everything anybody needs to know about Unbreakable.
Well, brilliant. Thank you very much. We're going to move on to Cryomancer and cut this one off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am Ketchup, joined by Usedforglue. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.